Your single greatest asset for retirement might surprise you, but it's your income, and it has nothing to do with the size of your income. As a financial advisor, I've had thousands of conversations about money with people, and I can tell you that the single largest determining factor to how someone's retirement looks is what I'm going to share with you today. Now, imagine that it was your job to run a race every single day, literally your job. You show up to an office every day, everybody prepares, they get all stretched, they go off and they run. And so you practice running every single day, and you're getting better and better at running. And then one day your boss shows up and he says, hey, now we've got this backpack for you. Go ahead and put it on. Oh, by the way, we put 20 pounds of weight in the backpack. And so off you go, but it's harder to run today because you're carrying extra weight. And then a few weeks later, he comes up to you again and he says, hey, we got this new backpack for you. Check it out. But this one's got 40 pounds in it. It would be even harder to run. Imagine that process continued over and over. Eventually, the weight would become so heavy that you couldn't run a race at all. There would be no way to have success at what you were doing because you were completely weighed down by the backpack. That's what I'm talking about with saving for retirement. I see lots of people running their race wearing a backpack. There are two major culprits, two things that can take away your ability to run an efficient retirement race. I'll get to that in just 1 second. So how does your income factor into all of this? Well, the single largest factor that I was talking about at the beginning of the video, it's controlling your income. Whether you have control of your income, not the size of your income, is what matters. It doesn't matter if you make $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year, or $1 million a year. If you're not in control, you are set up for failure. I've met lots of folks who never come close to making what most people would consider good money, and they've retired with millions of dollars because they didn't run their race carrying a backpack. So back to those two backpacks, what are they anyway? The two things that can easily control your income if you don't control them first: debt and taxes. Let me explain. No matter what amount of income you have, if it's going out the door in payments for the Mercedes, for the huge house, for the boat, it can be really difficult to properly fund your retirement because so much of your income is being controlled by others. It's being controlled by banks and lenders. Now, maybe you're debt free, which is fantastic. Even then, you could be sabotaging your retirement by not controlling your taxes. Now, everybody has taxes to pay, and that's okay. But if you're making good income, if you have some assets, and you don't have a proactive tax plan designed to minimize your tax liability, you're carrying a financial backpack on your race as well. As I said, I've seen this many times over my career. Financial success is often determined not by how much you make, but by how much you keep. The whole premise of living below your means isn't some exercise in austerity. It's not to grind out a life of being deprived for the future. It's just the act of controlling your own income so that you can decide what to do with that money instead of having someone else decide what to do with it for you. While you're watching the video today, if you're planning your own financial future, subscribe to the channel, come back, visit us again, and check out the description. I put links to a few of our best retirement resources for you down below. Now, there are essentially two paths to financial freedom. I guess there's three if you count winning the lottery, but that doesn't seem likely. I've actually never met someone who won a major jackpot. If you're watching the video and you have, drop me a line. I'd just be curious to hear about it. Let's stick with the other two that I've seen over and over. One is to make so much money that you literally can't spend it all, and enough of it just piles up around you that at some point you can buy your own freedom. That's a great spot to be in. That's a pretty tough thing to be able to do. The second path, the one that is far more common, and I've seen many, many times, is to be smart with your money. That means not working for lenders. That means having a proper tax plan to minimize your tax liability. Hopefully, if you're watching this video today, you're not wearing the debt backpack. If you are, I hope the video spurs some thought in you to start putting together a budget that will help you find your way out of that and take back control of your own money. If you're already debt-free and you're looking to find ways to maximize the money that you do have to run the most efficient race to financial freedom, to take off the tax backpack, well, that's a lesson for another video. I'll put it right here. I'll see you on the other side.